Hello everybody, I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. It's Sunday, the 5th day of January. We're going to be seeing another cold day, but less wind we're confined with. That'll be a different thing to be, despite how everything has been windy and cold, all sorts of things. We're going to continue with the cold though, with one of a brief day warm up. We'll get to that in a second though. We're watching some of this could end in some mixed possibly late tomorrow night. I think most of that will be confined to the state line, and we're still watching for our wintry weather potential as we go towards next weekend. Coming up on Saturday will be the better opportunity to pick up on any moisture with that as well. But of course, temperatures back at sunrise, upper teens, low 20s, 30s back towards the coastline. But the wind chill, not as cold as it was yesterday about this time in the morning. Some teens out there, but again, 20s is more realistically saying with that too. Some of these wind chills later in the week to come, maybe dipping down to those upper single digits and lower teens. So a much different story, especially for Thursday and Friday mornings with that as well. We're quiet here on the radar. We're not tracking anything, but here's this first round of wintry mess here, extending all the way from Kentucky all the way back up towards portions of Colorado here. This is going to be the hot spot for a major ice storm setup here from Missouri, extending back towards central Kentucky, even portions of northern Tennessee, outside of maybe Arkansas there, and Missouri dealing with that as well this morning. So some folks haven't seen snow in some time out there for this region, so a little different for them to be seeing snow now, especially early on. They get their season later in February and March, but we're starting things off pretty rocky this winter and definitely this new year. All right, we're cloud covered by this afternoon, but no rain, maybe a few sprinkles here or there. A little icy mix percent possibly closer to the Virginia-Carolina state line. Tomorrow morning as you're heading out to work and school, going to be definitely, if you're back in school, but if you're still out for a break, you may be dealing with some showers out for the morning commute. We'll get a little bit of a lull, and then here comes the heaviest of that rain moving on through. This is going to be some soaking heavy downpours, and I want you to watch the contrasting of the temperatures here. We're still in the 40s by early afternoon, but look at this. We're still holding on those upper 50s, some 60s by evening hour back towards the coastline, and then most of that wind begins to pick up here. Any mixed precip will be confined well back up towards the state line. No real concerns for us. A few days ago, some of that wraparound moisture was showcasing. We could see little maybe flurries tomorrow night, but I think most of that's going to be well confined to the northern state line. Now, I pulled this graphic out all the way to Friday here. This is some of the rain that we're going to be seeing here over the coming days. So definitely a reward for sure. We need the rain. It's been dry for some time. Something a little different. Of course, it'll help out our fire danger too. It's very breezy, so don't do any burning today. Probably not for a little while anyway. The winds will come out of the west here towards today, and then by tonight they're going to be coming out of the south. This is why we have those warming trend moving into play. Also, look, these sustained winds already 20-30 miles an hour towards the coast, and then late Monday night into early Tuesday morning, those breezes come out of the north and northwest, giving us a different flow of wind direction here. And some of those gusts may be confined. We got these straight wind, the wind lining up with it. The gusts confined to some 30 to 40 mile per hour, and then northerly flow comes into play late Tuesday morning. Seeing those wind gusts right on 30 to 40 miles an hour. So a different story, obviously, compared to where we were several weeks back. We had highs in the 70s. Wind chills today are going to be a little bit better, upper 30s and low 40s. Still a bit of a chill in the air, but later overnight tonight, those winds will slowly relax, so helping us out a little bit. But you see, look at this right here, a different contrast here. 49 in Greenville, 64 in Beaufort, almost a 15 to 18 degree temperature change there, thanks to warmer air to the coast, thanks to cloud cover to our northern counties, which is why we're going to be so colder here. A lot more and that confined with that too. So here's the wintry mess here for tonight, moving towards Virginia, giving us a mostly dry start to your sunrise, and then more of that rain moves through later in the afternoon. We could see maybe some wraparound snow flurries back to say portions of Pasquotank, Perquimans, north of Hereford and Gates counties, back out towards Norfolk there, could pick up some snow showers as well. We go quiet middle of the week, a little weak system towards West Virginia, and then all eyes become right here. This could be either a major or big snowstorm for the central United States or an ice storm for these folks out there. So still several days to time things out for us. A lot of details with that too. But most of the snow is going to be confined back towards Virginia. Portions of Snowshoe Resort back up towards north of Charleston. D.C. forecasted to getting close to a foot of snow for some folks up there. They haven't seen snow in a long time like this in quite some time. And then there's a severe side to this down to the Louisiana portions of Mississippi. Arkansas could be dealing, Missouri there could be dealing with some severe weather this upcoming Sunday and tomorrow. But some lighter news. Basketball again today. If you're heading out there, Florida Atlantic, the tip-off's at 1 p.m. looking pretty good. Heading out towards Minges Coliseum. The cold's going to stay. heading into the next week ahead, unfortunately, not much of a warming trend here, probably till later in the month. We got a couple of weeks left of this cold weather moving in around. Here's your forecast over the next 8 days, though. 59, 60 degrees tomorrow for the coastal areas. We've kind of done a rounding average with that 40s and 50s put together. We couldn't stick, 4 different temperatures on there. Obviously, our template would not allow that. Mostly sunny skies, breezy at times as well. And then we'll watch the weekend system where we could either see that mostly snow, but right now models are tending towards a icy, swiftly met mess.